I have never anticipated making a video more in my entire life than this one. As you can tell by the bookshelves behind me, I finally finished building my library. I built every single shelf in this room with my own 2 hands, completely by myself. As you can tell, they're a lot taller than I am. So that was a little bit of struggle. I literally built them on the ground, had to fully stand them up, organize them. It took me days. I was gonna film it, but I had such intense anger issues and it was stressing me out so much and I was just not in the mood to film, so I did like a little time-lapse action. It did not do justice how long this took, how frustrated I was, how difficult it was. And I really wanted to do like the whole process, building the shelves, organizing them, all of it. But no one wanted to see me in that mood. Nobody wants to see me so stressed out over these damn shelves. This video is just gonna be me finally filling them, which I think is like the most exciting part anyway. I have all of my books on the floor. Actually, not all of my books. I don't even think these shelves are gonna come close to being full because I have a full built-in bookshelf in my room that's full, and then I have every single book of the month book I've ever owned on display over there, which reminds me, this video is kindly sponsored by Book of the Month. You guys know by now how much I love Book of the Month. I've worked with them for years now and they're probably my favorite company ever. So Book of the Month offers a curated list for you to choose from every single month, where you will then get this very beautiful blue box in your mail. Every time I see this when I get my mail, I'm so excited. And Book of the Month's mission is to help readers discover books they love and promote new and emerging authors. You're gonna die at the books I got this month, so. First is The Last Love Note by Emma Gray. I've seen people talking about this and I've been wanting to read it and I'm so excited to get my hands on it so early. The cover is beautiful. But what I'm most excited about, which I'm probably gonna start reading as soon as this video ends, is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. And now I have a beautiful hardcover version of it. I love it. And Book of the Month is the best because they offer the best prices on new release hardcover fiction, as well as free shipping. So every single month, their editorial team will read through like hundreds of books and then come up with a curated list for you to choose from. So every single month, it's hit after hit, never a miss. And I really like it because it helps you discover books that you might have not found otherwise. And you know, I've been on and on about how much I love audiobooks, and Book of the Month launched curated audiobooks in addition to the hardcovers, which members can choose, download, and listen to right in the app. So now there's 2 formats you can choose, either audiobook or hardcover, whichever you prefer. And I also have a code for you, of course, for Cyber Week. You can get your first book for only $5 with the code FORYOU. I'll put it on the screen. $5, a hardcover book. Tell me that's not the best deal ever. Thank you, Book of the Month, for sponsoring this video. And now let's get into organizing the library. I feel like I should show you guys my other 2 like spaces of books so you know what I'm talking about when I say I have other shelves. I filmed organizing this shelf in a vlog. So I have a built-in shelf in my room and I took out like all my blue and white and gold books because that's the theme of my room. So yeah, that's all the books that are in here. And then I have all of my Book of the Month books that I've collected over the years. I made them look so aesthetically pleasing. I took off their dust jackets and like laid them out right here on my media center. Some like down here. I just have like a lot of books scattered throughout my apartment, which is kind of my goal. I want it to feel like books everywhere rather than just the library, but this is like the main storage space. So I didn't fill the whole room with shelves yet because I knew I couldn't fill it. So I have half the room done. I did like this corner. These shelves are all from IKEA. I can keep customizing these shelves, which is why I chose them, because you can keep growing and expanding them. And so normally the shelves are just this tall. There's usually 6 shelves, but I bought the extenders for each one. So I have 7 shelves because I wanted them to be like floor to ceiling vibes, even though they're still not. I just don't know where to start. I kind of think I should start with series because that's the easiest to like group together. But I really want to go for kind of a messy, chaotic library vibe. I'm going to put some pictures on the screen of what my inspiration is. I don't want it to look like a bookstore. I want it to look like someone lives here, someone's read these books, and they've just thrown them in the shelves, which is kind of what I was going for the built-in shelf in my room as well. And I know people probably hate that, but I want my house to feel lived in. I don't want it to feel like a store. I know it's like defeats the purpose because I'm trying to make it look lived in, but it's because like I'm just putting the books in. I don't want them all like uniform, you know what I mean? I want it kind of messy. I want it like books leaning sideways, books standing up, books backwards, books upside down, I don't know. So I don't know really where to start, but I think I'm gonna just find series and start grouping them together. Should we start on this side over here maybe? See, this is the problem, is I just have bins and bins. It's overwhelming. The thing is, like, these bins are also not organized at all. These books have been in bins for so long. I haven't seen them like laid out since my last apartment, like half a year maybe. So I'm very excited right now. First, it's just the boring part of like sorting through, finding the series. Okay. I didn't want to wait so long to do this, but I just like could not get myself to build the shelves. Like I was like, this is, I can't do it. I can't do it. It was so hard. I would take so many breaks. I was just like, I can't do it anymore. If you guys remember, like my old apartment, I've never had bookshelves before. I've only ever done my book wall in the last like few apartments I've had, so this is like very fun for me because I feel like I'm literally in a library. There's so many series in here that I just like read when I was like a literal child. The Did I Mention I Love You series, did anyone read this? I'm pretty sure it's from Bohrer, and then it got published and I read it in early high school, I think, and I'm just finding the books down here like, oh, so nostalgic. I'm gonna try to group it by author and stuff too. So right here, I'm going for like books that I read. Oh, these are not perfect. Books that I read when I was young. So I have like all books that are probably not relevant and or not recommendable anymore. And I don't even remember what these books are about, to be honest. I have Beautiful Disaster. I never watched that movie for that book. It's probably so bad. I saw that like Dylan Sprouse is in it. Anyways, I never read this series. I thrifted this, Crossfire. I read the first one and I didn't like it, so I never finished it. Then I have The Sinners of Saints and All Saints High. All my Colleen Hoovers right there. Oh, this series can go on the bottom shelf because I hated it. Speaking my truth. But actually these shelves are not gonna be organized based on like what I liked and didn't like. I'm just doing that for right now. I'm gonna put Penelope Douglas over here. These again were 2 books I read. Actually, all of these were books I read. Like looking at this stack of books just reminds me of like 2019. Like I read these when I was a senior in high school, and when I first started my channel, I'm pretty sure like these were the only books I had like read, and they're like the only books I talk about, and now I don't talk about them at all because I genuinely don't really even remember. I think if I read like Punk 57 now, I would hate it, but that's the beauty of growing up and learning what you like and what you don't like. Again, another book I read very, very young. This one too. God, I'm getting to like the bottom of this one bin, and this bin must have been the one I like put all my old books in, because like who was here on my channel in 2020 COVID times when I would talk about these books? Like, oh my god, I don't even remember what they're about anymore. Hated this one. Unpopular opinion maybe, but popular to me. Also hated this one. Also hated this one. Okay, I'm gonna stop being a hater. Oh wait, no I'm not, because I also hated this one. Oh my god, my British version of Book Lovers. I love these. Okay, I feel like Maya Hughes is so underrated on like TikTok and stuff. Like she should be popping off, just like Off Campus popped off, because she has a hockey romance series. This is The Kings of Rittenhouse. I used to talk about this all the time back in the day, and I still stand by it. 5 books, all best friends, hockey romances with really good tropes. Like there are good tropes in this series. And I think there should be new covers by now, because this is the reason a lot of people don't read it. Like, are you actually so for real? But she also wrote, I think this is her more popular series, is Fulton U, which is football romances. This really annoys me that this is a different color. These were also really good, but I preferred Kings of Rittenhouse, but they like relate to each other. It's kind of like FORYOU Off Campus vibes, where like the friends know each other. They go to the same school, but different worlds. Oh no, this book got bent. This is also a series that did not hit the spot for me. Like I feel like this looks too organized still. Like I don't want it to be like this organized. Do you know what I mean? Like that bin is empty. All the people that are super organized are gonna hate my shelves. But that's okay, because it's not theirs, it's mine. Oh, my children. This is gonna get a solo moment up on the middle shelf, so we're gonna put her up there. I love him. I'm gonna have my TBR shelf over there. I still like having a TBR shelf. Or should I do a sports romance section? I just put sports romances up there. I want a small town series. Oh my god. Forgot about The Hating Game. That needs to go on the OG shelf right here. Lauren Asher. Speaking of Lauren Asher, I just started her new book and I'm loving it so far. That box is done. Oh my god, another OG, The Unhoneymooners. Actually, I should probably keep Christina Lauren all together. Christina Lauren right there. Small town. Oh, how I love small town romance. You guys already know. Actually, I'm finding all of the small town romance just on Powerless. If you haven't read When and Grown by Sarah Adams yet, what the hell are you doing? Here we go, getting into some Elle Kennedy. Saving Six is going by Addicted series on my favorites shelf. Oh my god, I need to finish this series, The Dark Verse. The OG of all OGs. The Boys of Brayshaw High series. Fucking hilarious. I loved it. I loved it like ironically, but also completely unironically. Heartstopper is literally getting put at the tippy top up here. Oh my god, I forgot about the Selection series. I did a whole reading vlog on that. Something about Magnolia Parks is just gonna make me want to cry every time I even look at the cover. Like, why am I about to cry right now? It's not sad. I mean, it's sad to me, but it also just makes me like so nostalgic because my friend Ellie was like the OG discoverer of Magnolia Parks like 2 years ago, and she annotated the first book for me before like I'd ever heard of it. And I like to tell her she put the book on the map because she really did. She was like the first one, and like the fact that she annotated it for me, and I read it when I was in England. It's crazy how like books and songs and stuff make you feel like that. Like you can like recall the exact place you were when you first read it and like the feelings that you had. Over here, creating a favorites shelf. Ooh, I have the Like Us series, which if you loved Addicted and you haven't read Like Us, you're actually missing out. Like the first books in the Like Us series are some of my favorites of all time, but it gets worse as it goes on. Another series I really hated, whatever this one is, The Fallen Men. Did not like it. Was not for me at all. I definitely need to have an Emily Henry section. Oh, one thing I hate is when my series like aren't the same height. Same with my Magnolia Parks. I'm getting into Elsie Silver's other series. It actually came before Chestnut Springs, but it's connected. It's Photo Finish and Off to the Races. I forget what the series is called. But I've read the first 2 books and I need to finish it because they're actually so cute. I just love small town, like country on a farm romance. Like something about it is so cute to me. Some more dark. Still eating. Some other cute, like fun, lighthearted rom-coms. The Wedding Crasher and The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. I feel like it's coming together so cute. I still have like 4 more bins, but I've only filled not even 1 shelf. I definitely need to do a Mariana's of Hottest section. I need to read this book. It has been on my TBR for the longest time. I also need to read this. Guys, I'm really sweating. I need to turn my AC down. I changed it to a t-shirt because I was sweating. I love that I have the OG Addicted covers. Like, even though they're so ugly, it reminds me of 2019 or whenever I read them. Emily Henry section. I'm gonna put it right here, actually. Christina Lauren section. Should also fit right here. The Soulmate Equation and True Love Experiment are so underrated. Oh my god, this is my signed by Paul Mescal copy. Also, Here With Me by Brooke Montgomery is like the first book, and I think what's going to be a small town romance series. So good. Ex-boyfriend's dad. Giggling and kicking my feet and screaming at the top of my lungs. This one was also cute. Christmas vibes if you need a good Christmas book. Love Light Farms. Oh, how I adore her. Oh my god. I read 13 Reasons Why in 8th grade, before the show was even a star in the sky. My mom told me to read it, and I remember being so scared and traumatized after I read it. Like, why did I read that at such a young age? I'm gonna have so much room to like fill these shelves that like it's gonna be dangerous because I'm gonna be like, okay, I can just buy books. Like, no, you actually shouldn't do that. And now I'm gonna start doing like a standalone shelf, probably right here. I recently read this book per one of my Charleston besties recommendations. Very entertaining, but look up the trigger warnings. Allie Hazelwood also, I'm gonna give her a section. I'm like missing so many random books from series because they're in the built-in shelf in my bedroom. Where are my other Addicted books? They must be in my room. I'm getting those. Okay, what I just decided to do is gonna take me a long time and I'm probably gonna end up regretting it. But I decided I'm gonna take all the books that are in my room and bring them out here so that everything is organized by series and stuff and things that I have read. And then the only books I'm gonna put in my room are books I haven't read. So like TBR books on the shelf in my room. And if it doesn't match my aesthetic, whatever, for now that's what I want it to be like. So I'm just gonna take out the ones I have read and then we'll come in here and we'll organize and stuff. I'm sad because I really liked how these turned out. This is why so many series had missing books. I thought I was going crazy. Okay, I just brought this huge box over of books that I have read that need to be sorted. Guys, I just found my OG copy of Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, Zoella herself. I forgot I own this. I don't know where the dust jacket is, but I probably got this when I was in like 6th or 7th grade. I remember asking for it for Christmas and my mom's like, she's like, since when do you read for fun? And I was like, since Zoella wrote a book. And my mom was like, who's Zoella? And started watching her videos and like researching her. Okay, now I'm taking a box of books I found, of books I haven't read yet that I want to read. Okay, I just kind of finished reorganizing this. It has some books that I just had doubles of, or books that I haven't read yet that I want to read that also are like kind of the same vibe. Not really as romancy besides the books I have duplicates of. And they're books that I've been meaning to read for a long time, but I never get around to them because I always end up picking up a romance instead. So I feel like having them in my bedroom will make me reach towards them more. And I don't think it looks bad. Like, it obviously isn't the same color scheme, but I feel like it still looks cute. Let's go back out there, start doing the TBR shelves, which are probably gonna be the most full shelves out of everything. I have the Paper Princess and the Broken Prince. I haven't read them, so we'll just start right here. Shadow and Bone books. I do have the Six of Crows. Also, obviously going in that section. ACOTAR. Haven't read. There's more. And I have the full like Bridgerton series, which I haven't read yet. I love Bridgerton. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and I really need to just read them already. It's just really daunting because it's so long. I think I'm just gonna start a standalone shelf too. Oh, I've heard such good things about Sea of Ruin. I put every book on the shelves, either in here or in my bedroom or on the media center. And this is how much room I have left, which it looked really sparse. Also, Pete, my Avatar book getting its moment. But anyway, it looks really like empty, but I like that because now I get to spend the rest of my life filling them, you know? Like, I don't have to keep buying new shelves. Like, for the rest of the time that I live here, like, not even just living here, I'm probably gonna bring these shelves with me wherever I move or wherever I live, and I get to spend all my time filling them. And I think that's amazing. So you guys are gonna get to watch the shelves slowly fill. It does bother me that I didn't like do them all next to each other, but it's because I didn't know where it was gonna be empty. All of these I haven't read yet. Same with the ones in my bedroom. We have to work through those before we really start buying books. I say that as if I'm not gonna like finish watching this video and then go buy books immediately. But yeah, it looks really cute. It's kind of the vibe I wanted, just messy, but like still organized. It's organized chaos. And yeah, I think it looks really cute and I can't wait to keep filling them up as time goes on. And I also am gonna make this room, because this is a big room, and it's right when you walk in my apartment. This is the first thing you see, which I love that. My front door is right here, and then you walk in and it's the library. So I think I'm gonna make this like really cozy. I'm gonna get like a big cozy chair and like a rug and make it really cute in here. And it's gonna be like a little den. And I'm gonna probably string like Christmas lights or something so that I don't have to have that ugly overhead lighting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video of me putting my books away and kind of seeing every single book I own. I think that's the most fun part of it, is like kind of get a glimpse at all my shelves. And there's still plenty of room and there's still plenty of life. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on my other social medias, they're all linked down below as always. And I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. And thank you, Book of the Month, for sponsoring today's video. Bye!